Just you and me in the sunrise. I wanna take you for a ride, leave it all behind. No plan in mind, aiming for the sunrise. Sitting in the back of my truck, watching the sun come up. You and me, baby, watching the sunrise. I know the perfect spot when the sun's up, but it ain't hot. And I'll keep you warm, watching the sunrise. It's time to wake up right now. Only word I can say is wow. Miss it every day when you're sleeping in. The only beauty like that can show you true feeling. I know it's early, but there ain't no better time to see something so divine. It ain't the same alone as it would be with you. So let me take you for a ride through the countryside. Just you and me in the sunrise. I wanna take you for a ride, leave it all behind. No plan in mind, and for the sunrise. Sitting in the back of my truck, watching the sun come up. You and me, baby, watching the sunrise. I know the perfect spot when the sun's up, but it ain't hot. And I'll keep you warm, watching the sunrise. Friday night when the moon is bright, sipping moonshine from the bottle, talking about tomorrows. Time flies down and you feel so high. There ain't no better way for this night to end. Right here, baby. Oh, sitting in the back of my truck here, watching the sun come up. You and me, baby, watching the sunrise. I know the perfect spot when the sun's up, but it ain't hot. And I'll keep you warm, watching the sunrise. Sitting in the back of my truck, watching the sun come up. You and me, baby, watching the sunrise. I know the perfect spot when the sun's up, but it ain't hot. And I'll keep you warm, watching the sunrise. Sitting in the back of my truck, watching the sun come up. You and me, baby, watching the sunrise. I know the perfect spot when the sun's up, but it ain't hot.
Live fast, live your last till the past is all you have left. That's what they tell me. Like gold, survive the night. Still alive, I'm chasing down till it catches up with me. Whoa, and I return to the light. Can't you see?
Everybody waking up early just to worry about a stress that was yesterday.
Can't you see?
Everybody hides behind a phone cause they're too afraid to say what they need to say.
Can't you see? That life is just a game, and all you gotta do is play.
All you gotta do is play.
Can't you see? Everybody thinking gay, so one day they can pay just to get away.
Can't you see?
Everybody trying to be unique and spend on a trend just to look the same.
Can't you see?
That life is just a game, and all you gotta do is play.
All you gotta do is
All
play.
you need to do is play.
Too fast, you can live fast, live a life without regret. Take a breath and take it one day at a time. Who say you like your way? Just don't forget you can't have a life without a sacrifice.
Wait a second, take a breath and let it go. Make the moment count and put the stress on hold. Don't expect no regret, keep control. I'm letting you know, I'm letting you know. Wait a second, take a breath and let it go. Make the moment, gotta put the stress on hold. Don't expect no regret, keep control. I'm letting it go, I'm letting it go. Can't you see? Everybody waking up early just to worry about the stress that was yesterday. Can't you see? Everybody hides behind the phone cause they're too afraid to say what they need to say. Can't you see? That life is just a game and all you gotta do is play. All you gotta do is play. Can't you see? Everybody making days so one day they can pay just to get away. Can't you see? Everybody trying to be unique and spend on a trend just to look the same. Can't you see? That life is just a game and all you gotta do is play. All you gotta do is play. Do is play. Let it go. Make the moment, gotta put the stress on hold. Don't expect no regret, keep control. I'm letting you know, I'm letting you know. Wait a second, take a breath and let it go. Make the moment, gotta put the stress on hold. Don't expect no regret, keep control. I'm letting it go, I'm letting it go. Can't you see? Everybody waking up early just to worry about the stress that was yesterday. Can't you see? Everybody hides behind the phone cause they're too afraid to say what they need to say. Can't you see? That life is just a game and all you gotta do is play. All you gotta do is play. Can't you see? Everybody making days so one day they can pay just to get away. Can't you see? Everybody trying to be unique and spend on a trend just to look the same. Can't you see? That life is just a game and all you gotta do is play. All you gotta do is play.
Welcome to the Eli Sports Network and Centralia College Blazer Athletics. It's time for some exciting Blazer action, and we begin it all with the pregame show. Let's head out to the stadium and get set for exciting action with the Blazer pregame show on the Eli Sports Network.
And good evening and welcome back to South Puget Sound Community College. Paul Beatty along with Tony Davila and Josie Bucio, who again is here handling our camera work. We're excited for that, helping us out. We appreciate it. Tony, in the first game on the ladies, Centralia got the job done, 55-48 over SPSCC. Here, the men, as you can see by the banner there, they're taking on the defending Western Region champions, SPSCC, and they got to the Elite Eight of the NWACS last year. And taking a look, there's a lot of familiar names on this squad here for the Clippers.
Yeah, there are quite a few that we've covered through the years, one of them being Wes Reynolds, who it seemed like he was at North Thurston for about 20 years. Started as a freshman, and now I had to make sure that he was a sophomore and that he wasn't still a freshman here, because he is one of those guys. But him and John Moore from Curtis, Hunter Sipe from Olympia, Nolan Black from Olympia, and Caleb Poquette. Poquette is out for this one, but he is from Morton White Pass.
Exactly. Let's take a look at the standings here. South Puget Sound tied with Lower Columbia and Tacoma, all at 2-0 in league play. SPSCC 11-6 overall, and they're on a 3-game winning streak. Centralia is 1-1, and their overall record is 5-12. But Tony, that's a little bit deceiving, and we know that in this. And we're going to see if here comes Jason Moyer, the head coach for the Blazers. Let's see if we can get him to jump on real quick here. And, of course, he's going to stop and talk to Marcus Gilson, who's going to get the start. Little change-up in this. It's seemingly just a little bit of a quick bad stretch, and Coach Moyer is going to jump on with us here momentarily. And, Coach, getting set for this one, we talked a little bit you can't hear it all. How about now? Can you hear now?
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
Coach, the last couple of games especially, it's been like a 4 or 5 minute stretch at times that have really undone you, especially in the last game. Almost cost you at Grace Harbor. You're able to hold on. I'm sure that's been your focus since last Saturday.
Yeah, we definitely have to stay more mentally focused throughout the game. We have these laps. It's been a consistent thing that's been going on with this young group. Hopefully that's what it is. They're young. They're going to work themselves.
You have one senior.
Yeah,
or, I mean, one sophomore,
second-year player,
and
right.
the rest are all freshmen.
Correct. So, yeah, hopefully it's going to they're going to start to understand the importance of playing every possession and taking care of the business.
Well, it looks like SPSCC is going to give you a challenge here, no question. The defending conference champions, and They want to get back to where they were last year as well. And they've got a nice mix of some returners and new guys, too.
Yeah, they do have a good group of guys. We're expecting a good game tonight. They're going to be competitive. We just need to match their competitiveness.
All right, Coach, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Coach Moyer jumping on with us just very quickly on the pregame. And, again, matching that intensity, but sustaining it, Tony, is the big thing. As you've seen, like he said, against Grays Harbor, there was about a 4-minute lapse. They had a 12-point lead. It got down to 2, and they ended up winning by 2 in the LCC game. They literally were tied with 6 minutes left to go in the game. And before the end of the game, at one point, they trailed by 17. That's a lapse.
That's when those stretches of cold shooting and when you get down on yourself a little bit that I missed this, and it ends up building on you, and it can steamroll you in the end of games, especially when you have weary legs, you're a little bit tired, you're not going to run as hard, you're not running as hard because you're kind of yelling at yourself internally that you missed a layup or something like that, and it can take you out of a game completely.
Well, let's take a look at the starters. A little bit of a change on the starting lineup. Austin Curry, though, the lone sophomore, 6'4" guard from Timberline, and the leading scorer is going to obviously start. Jackson Clark again will start, a 6'2" freshman from Ogden, Utah. Colin Prangley will get the start, the 6'3" guard from Washougal. We saw him put in some really good minutes against LCC on Saturday.
Yeah, he adds some quickness and some athleticism to the starting lineup.
Austin Philly, a 6-foot guard, freshman from Napavine, and Marcus Gilson, who came off the bench to lead all scorers. So you think in that? Oh no, Marcus Cotton had 29. Yeah. Gilson ended up with 19, I think, in that game. Certainly led the Blazers, a 6'5" freshman from Westlake High School out of Saratoga Springs, Utah. The starters for the home team, SBSCC Clippers, DeMonte Malloy from David Douglas High School in Portland, a 6'3" freshman guard. Hunter Sipe, a 6'2" freshman guard from Olympia High School. A.J. Hodges, a 5'11" sophomore guard from Murray High School in Salt Lake City. John Moore, a 6'2" freshman guard from Curtis High School in Tacoma, of course. And Wes Reynolds, a 6'4" sophomore from North Thurston. He looks a lot taller than 6'4" to me.
He does, but
he's so long. He's got long arms. And
it's the arm length, because Austin Curry, he's listed at what? 6'4", but look at how long his arms are. Just the length and the wingspan help out and make it seem like you're a little bit taller than you really are.
And we did have the national anthem prior to the women's game, and so the Centralia Blazer men's in somewhat a little bit of tight uniforms here. And the Clippers will maintain. A quick shot from the right side, up and good, and hammering it from the start is Hunter Sipe.
Sipe gets things going off quickly.
Quick 3-ball. And back comes Centralia. Going backdoor to Gilson, up and underneath, and he's got it. Beautiful play there by Marcus Gilson. I think that was Philly with the assist.
That was Philly. Launched it up to him.
So back comes the Clippers. DeMonte Malloy with the ball in front court. Malloy looking to drive, step into the lane, and he'll get in front of Prangley, and he'll get the shot to go down. So 5-2. Back comes Prangley and the Blazers. Right side over to Gilson. Marcus double team. Will split the double team, go up and just lob it in. Beautiful shot there by Gilson.
And that's good for the Blazers early on to get Gilson going early, because then that opens up the outside with Curry and Prangley.
So back comes Malloy. Top of the key. Looking to drive into the lane, pull up jumper, and he'll rattle that home.
Malloy with 4 points.
7-4, back come the Blazers. Little turnaround jumper for Curry, and Austin will answer. Back come the Clippers, attacking. Sipe from the corner. He'll rattle that home again for his second 3-ball.
And that was one great find by John Moore.
So back comes Prangley. He'll get it inside to Curry. Curry up over the top. Can't get it to go. Gilson fighting for the rebound. Sipe will get it. He'll get it up. Here comes Hodges on his horse. He'll get fouled. And Hodges will go to the line for 2.
And that foul's going to be on Philly. And that'll send Hodges to the line for 2.
So both teams getting up and down the floor in a hurry. Hodges, who's putting on a dribbling clinic for us in front of our table just prior to the game.
Remember, these are 20-minute halves.
Exactly. No quarters. First shot up and good for Hodges. And that'll make it 11-6. Just underway here in the first half. Second shot on the way. Up and in and out, won't go, but Wes Reynolds with a rebound, can't hold on to it. And that'll go back over to Centralia. Marcus Gilson will get it in to Jackson Clark, and Clark will bring it up, no pressure. Right side it goes to Prangley. Right corner to Gilson. Back up on top. Philly now loses it and gets it back over to Malloy. Malloy lost the handle on it. Back comes Curry. Austin going to feed it down to Prangley, and Prangley will lay it up for 2. A beautiful assist from Austin Curry. And that'll make it 11-8. Back we go. Wes Reynolds with the ball in the front court for the Clippers. Back out on top to Malloy. DeMonte will circle around. Get it to Reynolds, top of the key. Inside the sight, left hand won't go, and the foul going to be called.
And that's going to be 2 on Philly. Quick 2 fouls on Austin Philly.
And that'll send Sipe to the line for 2. Getting up to check in, going to be Tyler Meadows. He'll make the first one. Meadows will come in, and Philly will go out with the 2 fouls.
Sipe hits the front end.
Second one up and good.
Hits them both.
Yep. So back comes Centralia, down by 5. Prangley with the ball. Prangley gets it into Curry. Pull up from 15. Hard off the back iron. No good. Rebound, Hodges. AJ will bring it into the front court. Lob it down to Reynolds, but that'll be fronted there nicely by Gilson. And that'll go out of bounds off of Gilson over to SPSCC. Clippers will have it. Hodges will take it out of bounds. 24 seconds on the shot clock. They'll try to get it into Wes Reynolds out in front of him. It'll go off of him and out of bounds over to the Blazers. Again, they'll drop back on defense. So they'll get it in to Clark. Jackson Clark will bring it into front court. Out on top to Meadows, left side to Prangley. Back it goes to Meadows. Tyler gets it in to Gilson. Thought about a 15-footer. Now we'll take it. Only goes 14 feet, and the loose ball will be run down by Hodges of the Clippers. SPSCC in the front court. Lob it to Reynolds. Wes. Stolen by Curry. Curry going to the rack, lay it up, and no, it won't go. Loose ball going to be grabbed by Reynolds. 3-on-1, and he thought it was going to go to Sipe. Sipe wasn't cutting, and they throw it out of bounds, and Wes thought his man was going to be there. We're going to see Nolan Black check in along with Adrian Dick. Adrian from Corona Centennial High School in Corona, California. Nolan Black from Olympia. So back comes the Blazers. They'll get it inside to Prangley. Instead of going straight up, he hesitates, and that one will roll off. No good. Should have gone right up, Tony.
Should have gone right at his man who just checked in Black.
Here comes Sipe curling around. Out on top, wide open from way outside. No good is Dick. The ball will go out of bounds off of Sipe. So they'll get it into Clark. Here comes Jackson in the front court. They'll work it to the left side. Lobbing it into Prangley underneath to Curry. Austin gets it back to Prangley. Can't get it and somehow ends up in the hands of Hodges when all is said and done. Now back it goes. Sipe a deep three and he'll hit it.
His third made three. He's got 11 points.
And that's a deep one right there. As Taylor Peppinger gets set to come in. Gilson with the ball. Needs some help. They'll be knocked out off of the Clippers. Peppinger is going to come in for Prangley. Peppinger. There'll be a foul on Sipe there.
Sipe will pick up his first.
Shot from the left side by Clark, no good. Gilson fighting for the ball underneath. Can't get it, ends up in the hands of Hodges again. Back it goes to John Moore. Moore making a move, kicks it out to Sipe, gets away with a walk on the drive, up over the top, won't go. It will go, I should say.
And he's hit from everywhere now.
He got a big-time shuffle that time to go his way. Trying to lob it into Gilson. Again, down low, loses the handle, and back it goes to South Puget Sound. Checking in will be Jevin Warren.
Out
Warren
goes John Moore.
from Taylorsville High School, West Jordan, Utah.
And watching him in warm-ups, he is a sniper. He can hit from three with ease.
So here come Hodges in the front court. Warren with it. Gets it down to Dick. Loose ball ends up in the hands of Warren. Back to Dick, and he'll bank it in for two. So 14 minutes to go, a 12-point lead, 20-8. Goes to Meadows, to Curry, trying to get it to Gilson, and it'll be slapped out of bounds by the Clippers. 19 seconds on the shot clock. It'll be Blazer ball. Meadows. Take it out. We'll get it into Gilson out on top. Back to Meadows for three. No, off the back iron. No one followed the shot. It was an easy rebound for the Clippers. Back comes Hodges. Hodges in the front court. Left side it goes. Over to Warren. Back to Hodges. Back to Warren. Walks. Over to Sipe. Back to Hodges.
8 seconds.
Hodges will pull up for three, and he hits. What a shot by Hodges. Wow, that's a tough shot. And a timeout going to be made.
30-second timeout called by the Clippers. 23-8, the lead for SPSCC. 13-15 to go in the first half. And what looked like it was going to be back and forth has ended up just being a lot of threes made by Hunter Sipe and a lot of long passes thrown away by the Blazers early on.
I'm not sure what the shooting percent is for SPSCC right now, but it's got to be pretty high.
They're getting up and down the floor, and they're making a lot of their shots.
So 13-15 to go here in the first half. 23-8, a 15-point lead. And the Blazers are now in that position, Tony, of they've got to chip away at this and try to get back in this game by halftime.
Yeah, they need Curry to be more involved offensively. He's only got 2 points in the game.
He's only shot a couple of times.
He
Meadows.
averages 18 a game.
Meadows turnaround jumper. That won't go. No rebounders anywhere. Already all backing off and gone. Hodges with the ball, left side. Over to Dick. Adrian up off the glass. Won't go. Gilson grabs the board. He'll get it to Clark. Up to Curry. Austin with the ball. Right side it goes to Peppinger. Back out on top to Curry. Down low to Gilson. Marcus double teamed in the corner. Out on top to Meadows. Meadows left side to Clark. 10 seconds. Clark on the drive into Curry, and that will roll in. Now they're going to have a timeout on the floor for some janitorial work. That was about a 6-minute break between buckets here for the Blazers. And it's 23-10, a 13-point lead. So here come the Clippers. Hodges will bring it into front court. AJ will hand it back. Warren pushes off, backs out. Goes to Dick, Adrian. Back to Warren. Warren looking to drive, kicks it over to Sipe for three, in and out, won't go. Loose ball going to be run down by Peppinger. Peppinger will get it over to Jackson Clark, over to Curry, to Meadows. Tyler needs help, will lob it back over to Curry. Curry looking inside for Gilson. Gilson making a move up over the top. Should be a foul. And they will finally get the whistle blown. That'll send Marcus to the line for two.
That's on Black. And Gilson will go to the line shooting two.
Gonna make these here. Marcus, shot up and in and out, no good. Second shot. No good, can't do that.
Misses them both.
So back comes Hodges. AJ with the ball. Works it left side. Black with it, will get it inside to Dick. That won't go. Loose ball grabbed by Meadows. Here comes Tyler and the Blazers. Trying to feed it into Gilson. Tapped away. Hodges looking down the floor over to Warren. He'll square up for three. Off the mark. Rebound. Long rebound by Clark. Jackson will get it up to Meadows. Back to Clark. Top of the key. Right side or inside it goes to Gilson. Spin move. Won't go. Gilson ends up on the floor. No call. Back the other way we go. Inside. Dick will get perfect position and an easy lay-in for him.
Great no-look pass by Hodges to get it up to him.
So 25-10, back to a 15-point lead. Peppinger for three. And Taylor will drain it from the outside. Big shot there by Taylor. So back comes a long shot by Hodges. That'll be short off the front iron, go out of bounds. And over to Centralia. Gilson will come out.
And Iman will check in.
Donovan Iman.
John Moore back in for the Clippers. Out goes Adrian Dick.
Iman from Palmer, Alaska. Bring it into front court. And Prangley will get up to check in next dead ball. Going back door to Curry up over the top. Can't get it to go. And the Clippers with a rebound. John Moore. Moore will bring it into front court. Left side over to Warren. Back out on top to Malloy. Back to Moore. Over to Malloy. Right side. Hodges up over the top. A little looping shot for two and good. So here comes Clark lobbing it into Curry. Curry trying to get it into Iman. Up off the glass. Nicely done.
Donovan inside work. The lead is a dozen for the Clippers.
Moore with it. They'll get it to the corner. Back to Moore. Top of the key. Bounces off there. Clark says, where's the foul? That's what everyone's wondering. Loose ball picked up by Curry. Curry attacks the rack up. What? Come on. Are you kidding me?
And then from the backside, Hodges will get called for a foul.
And they're going to put it out of bounds. How you can't leave your feet. No, they called it after that. They didn't call it on the shot. That was terrible. That was a terrible no call. Too late. Nonetheless, they'll have the ball. Iman out on top. Curry with it. Over to Prangley. Down to Iman. Up over the top. Can't get it to go. Ball tapped around. Austin Curry with it. And we'll get it to fall. Back comes the Clips in the front court. Left side it goes over to Moore. Out on top to Hodges. Back to Malloy. Malloy kicks it left side to Moore. Moore looking to drive, gets in, a little looping shot. That won't go. Reynolds taps it into the hands of Moore. Nice job by Reynolds.
Moore
Back
with
inside.
a nice
Moore,
move.
that won't go. Loose ball. And Prangley learned a lesson right there. You got to grab the loose ball and not allow anyone to come close out on you there, and he nearly lost it. Get it back to Prangley, down low to Iman, and there's a foul call.
That's going to be on Moore. That'll be his first, and Sipe will check back in for the Clippers.
That's going to put Iman on the floor or on the line for two. First shot up and good.
Iman with 3 points as Sipe will check back in for Warren.
Second shot up and good. Iman hits both, and it's 27-19, an 8-point game, and this is what you want if you're the Blazers, to just chip away at this and get back into this thing. Ball to the top of the key to Hodges, down to Malloy. Malloy up over the top, can't get that to go. Reynolds with a rebound, kicks it back out to Moore, and they'll say, let's reset it. Hodges with it. Right side over to Sipe, covered now by Curry. Back to Moore, left corner. Malloy inside, a little wraparound pass. Sipe open three and hits it.
Fourth made three for Hunter Sipe.
That's a big shot by Hunter.
He's got 16 points.
They'll get it to Curry. And inside goes Prangley and can't get the shot to go. Rolls off, and back come the Clippers. Left side, Moore gets away with a walk. Out on top, trying to rip it down to Reynolds. And Reynolds
will get fouled by Prangley.
And Prangley
will send Reynolds to the line shooting two.
That's a shooting foul, I guess.
Short.
So 30-19, 11-point lead here for the Clippers. Trying to make it 12 is Reynolds. Second shot, too hard, no good.
And Prangley will throw it off the leg of Malloy.
That was tight there. He misses both, though. And back comes Austin Curry and the Blazers. Left side it goes to Clark. Back to Curry. Right side over to Meadows. Big shot from Peppinger. Outside, no good. Prangley with a putback. That won't go. Rebound underneath.
And it looks like Prangley is going to get called for a foul. He will. He'll pick
Yep,
up.
the dunker is going to come in. And Marcus Gilson will come back in. Iman and Prangley will go out. 7 minutes left to go here in the first half. 30-19, 11-point lead for the Clippers. Hodges with the ball. Left side. Over to Moore. Back to Hodges. Over to Sipe. Open three. Rolls off. Reynolds with a rebound. Trying to rebound it with one hand. It'll go out of bounds. He can't control it. And back it goes to Centralia. So Gilson will take it out and get it into Meadows. Here comes Tyler. Tyler in the front court. Right side over to Curry. Lobs it into Gilson. Back out on top to Peppinger. Over to Meadows for three, and Tyler will drain it. And a timeout going to be called by the Blazers. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll step away as well. 6:27 to go here in the first half. 30-22, an 8-point lead. The Blazers fighting their way back into this. Back in a moment here on the Eli Sports Network.
Working together for a common goal. That's what teamwork is all about. Tom and Karen Alderson and all the staff at Awards West Printwares congratulates all of our local athletes for the time and effort they have invested in learning to play their game and in learning how to be good teammates. At Awards West Printwares, we take a lot of pride in working as a team to provide quality custom awards, screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Alderson's Awards West Printwares on Kresge in Centralia.
Welcome back. South Puget Sound Community College, Paul Beatty along with Tony Davila. Jesse Busio on the camera. 6:27 left to go here in the first half. An 8-point lead, and Tony, this is a nice run here. At one point, they're down by 15. It's 23-8. So 23-8. They're on a
7 run.
A 14-7 run. A 14-7 run right now.
And they didn't restart the shot clock on time, or they didn't start the shot clock on time, so they'll take the ball out of bounds.
Didn't do anything to the shot. I don't know what that was for, but nonetheless, back we go. Here comes Hodges for the Clippers. Moore with it now. Back to Hodges. AJ looking to drive. Covered there by Peppinger into the lane, trying to get it to Reynolds, and it's picked off by Donker. Got the Donker into the ball game now. They'll get it to Meadows, to Curry. Curry up over the top, little floater and good. Austin will drain that one.
And he's got 8 points now.
And it's a 6-point game as the Blazers have come storming back here in the second half of the first half. Hodges out on top to Moore. Moore back to Hodges. AJ gets away with a walk inside. Flips it back. Moore for three. Off the mark. No good. Reynolds
Works the ball inside. He'll be fouled and go to the line shooting 2. And that'll be on Donkor.
And that'll put Reynolds on the line where he's 0 for 2, right?
Yes.
I think you just said that, right?
I did not. I said he's going for 2.
And this one he will make.
First points for Wes.
Yep, first point since the 7:40 mark, so it's been 2 minutes. And he will miss that one. So a 7-point game now. Here comes Curry. Clark, check that, Peppinger with it. Back over to Meadows, back to Peppinger, over to Gilson. Gilson top of, okay, now they'll lob it into Donkor. Yaptha on Reynolds. And a nice play there by Sipe. Sipe trying to get between defenders. Peppinger with a hard foul.
And Sipe went down hard.
And that'll send Sipe to the line for 2.
He's 2 of 2 from the line.
Grabbed his ankle when he went down. Now it goes up, and that will miss. So, got to wonder. Hyman will come back in. Jackson Clark will come back in. Donker and Peppinger will go out. We'll see if they keep Sipe in there. He grabbed that ankle when he went down.
Nobody up to check in for him.
Nope, he'll hit that second one. An 8-point game. Here comes Austin Curry. Curry. Left side over to Meadows. Back to Gilson. Backs down. Up off the glass. Won't go. Hyman tried to tip it. That won't go. Sipe breaks away. Clark trying to. And blocked by Curry. That'll go out of bounds.
What a good block by Curry on the weak side.
Yes. Came from nowhere to block it. And now this is a critical time for the Blazers. They worked hard to get back into this game. You don't want to allow them to have a little run here at the end of the half.
You don't want them to extend the lead as there's a wide open 3 from the corner.
And Malloy doesn't miss.
And that's just what you don't want to do. Get it within single digits and then allow a 3.
So back comes Gilson. Right side over to Clark. Inside to Hyman. Hyman needs to go at him. Lost the ball instead into the hands of Hodges. AJ kicking it right over to Sipe. Cross-court pass to Reynolds. I think Reynolds actually intercepted it. And a long pass, great pass. Who was that? That was Clark.
That was Clark.
What a tremendous pass. Got a little spin on it, too, and it rolled it right up to Austin Curry, who laid it in for the easy 2 points. 35-26, a 9-point game. Hodges. Out on top to Moore, over to Sipe, right corner to Reynolds, and blocked out of bounds by Austin Curry, that is.
And now Saxon Stringham will check in for Meadows.
So Meadows will come out. So Malloy will have it out of bounds. He'll get it into Reynolds. Back to Malloy. He'll go attack the ball. The hoop can't get it to go, though. Clark back with it. Over it goes to Saxon and tries the outside shot. Won't go. Reynolds with a rebound. Stringham. Here comes Malloy. Malloy for three. Hits. Got to get on a hand in Malloy's face.
He's got 10 points in the half.
A 12-point lead, 38-26. Clark with the ball right side to Gilson. Slapped out of bounds by Malloy. And coming back in is Adrian Dick.
And Nolan Black.
And Nolan Black for the Clippers.
Reynolds and Malloy take a seat.
Why would you take Malloy out?
No idea.
Peppinger is getting set to come back in for the Blazers. Clark over to Stringham with it. Back to Gilson. A little wraparound to Iman, and they'll lose the ball anyway to the Clippers, and Hodges will attack the hoop, lay it up, and good. And this is exactly what you didn't want if you're the Blazers, to see your comeback blow up on you now. Back to a 14-point game. Trying to get it to Gilson. Peppinger.
And there's a reset of the shot clock, or they'll give them 20 seconds. That was a kick ball.
So Peppinger back in, and out comes Clark. We'll get it into Iman, over to Stringham. Stringham needs some help. We'll get it to Peppinger. Turnaround jumper, rolls off, won't go. Iman tries to put it back.
And he'll be fouled by Dick, I believe. It will be.
I don't know how that's not on the shot, because it was just a push shot back. They'll say no. I don't understand that. So Gilson didn't even know they had the ball. He has to come all the way full court. We'll get it into Marcus. Marcus looking to drive down, gets mugged up over the top.
And they'll call him for a travel.
Come on.
You get hit in the face and you travel.
Come on. Are you kidding? You got mugged. No, that's terrible.
Hodges will bring the ball up the floor.
Terrible. Back comes SPSCC. Back comes Hodges. Sipe walks with the ball. Good Lord. Stringham can't hold on to it. Should have been a travel call to begin with. Yeah, watch for the travel, too, while you're watching for that. It was right in front of you. 90 seconds left to go here in the first. Back comes Hodges. Left side it goes to Sipe. Hodges lobs it down. Sipe from the left side. Rolls off, won't go. Big rebound by Black. Nolan Black rips that one. And they'll get to reset. Left side to Sipe. Here comes Hodges back to Sipe for three. Yes, he hits it. Wow, Hunter Sipe is just on fire, Tony.
And he's got 20 first half points. 5 made threes for Hunter Sipe.
Back comes Peppinger over to Stringham.
And that 9-point lead has extended to 17 for SPSCC.
And Iman has the ball go off of him. He can't believe it went off of him. So back comes the Clippers in the front court. Hodges, pull-up jumper from 10, won't go. Peppinger with a rebound. Taylor will get it to Stringham. Saxon, they can take the last shot here, but I recommend taking any good shot you can get, Tony.
Yeah, you're down by 17.
Curry, 10 seconds. They'll get it to Curry. Jumper from 15 won't go. Gilson tries to get it to go back in, and they'll say it's Centralia ball underneath. They got 2.3 seconds to go. They'll get it into Gilson over the top. Can't get it, but he'll be fouled. Nice job by Marcus. He's going, why can't I get that shot to go?
That'll be on Black. Gilson to the line shooting 2. He's 0 for 2 from the line. 0 for 3 now.
Does not help your cause here.
Makes the back end.
And they'll have 1 second. Sight out. Can't get them all to go in, Hunter, in the first half, but nearly perfect. I don't know what his shooting percent is, but it is pretty good, especially from beyond the arc for Sipe and the Clippers. And that shooting has really, really stung the Blazers here in the first half. 43-27 is our halftime score. We'll be back with a halftime show. That's coming up next here on the Eli Sports Network.
You know you want this. It's the foundation that opens the door to opportunity. Centralia College Bachelor's of Applied Science and Management degree is your credential for success. Start your journey now with a hybrid 2-year degree at Centralia College. Then move into the college's acclaimed bachelor's program. If finances are an issue, the Centralia College Foundation may be able to help you. Simply go online today and fill out an application. For more information, go to centralia.edu. Centralia College, where your success begins.
Working together for a common goal. That's what teamwork is all about. Tom and Karen Alderson and all the staff at Awards West Printwares congratulates all of our local athletes for the time and effort they have invested in learning to play their game and in learning how to be good teammates. At Awards West Printwares, we take a lot of pride in working as a team to provide quality custom awards, screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Alderson's Awards West Printwares on Kresge in Centralia.
This just in. Community First Auto Center now has a second location.
Yes, it's true. Community First Auto Center now has a second location that specializes in affordable pre-owned vehicles under $10,000. This second location is directly off exit 74 on Bishop Road. See their selection online at cfaccars.com and at their Facebook page. Community First Auto Center in Chehalis off exit 79 and now a second location off exit 74.
A touch above the rest.
Pacific Sports Spa is now open in Chehalis. Are you an athlete, former athlete, or suffering from athletic-type injuries? Then you need to stop by Pacific Sports Spa and check out the most cutting-edge therapy equipment assembled in one place in all of the Pacific Northwest. Pacific Sports Spa can help you deal with the pain and soreness of sprains, inflammation, or stiff joints and muscles. Check out the services offered by Pacific Sports Spa on their website at pacificsportspa.com. Pacific Sports Spa is ready to help you get back in the game.
The Port of Centralia is a local leader in bringing new family wage jobs to Southwest Washington. The Port of Centralia Board of Commissioners is proud to support the local businesses like the Eli Sports Network and our local kids. There is no doubt our future leaders are those that can commit, are dedicated, and self-motivated. The Port of Centralia believes high school sports is a great way to develop those skills. Best of luck, athletes from the Port of Centralia.
It's time for a break as the Centralia Blazers head to the locker room to talk things over. We are also going to talk things over with the halftime show. Let's head back to the stadium for stats and highlights here on the Eli Sports Network.
Back here at SBSCC at halftime, 43-27, a 16-point lead for the home team Clippers, Tony. And unfortunately, for the Blazers, they were down to 6 at one point. They had chipped away, got it down to 6, and then in that last 4.5 minutes, we've talked, and you heard us talk in the pregame show with Coach Moyer, that this team, again, only one sophomore, the rest are all freshmen. There's a very youthfulness to this team, and sometimes that kind of comes into play, and they run into these lapses, and that happened again here at the end of the first half.
It definitely did, as they went cold completely. They started out okay, going inside to Gilson, but as the game went on, the inside game just completely went away from them. They started taking some forced outside shots just because nothing was going on the inside. Layups weren't going in, and it's one shot and done and a sprint down the floor because SPSCC is one of those teams that they move.
Yeah.
They get up and down the floor with Hodges running the point. No-look passes, long passes up the floor, and the way Hunter Sipe is playing in this first half, it's been a dangerous run for anybody.
And DeMonte Malloy as well. I don't know why he's not in more. I mean, what did he do wrong? But how many points does he have?
10.
10. I mean, he was hitting everything. He was just as hot as Hunter Sipe. Why you don't have those two on the floor at the same time? If I'm the Clippers, maybe it's different in other games, but right now what we're seeing, if you had those two on the floor right now, who the heck is Centralia going to cover?
Yeah, that's one of those that you pick your poison, and then Hodges, as he's distributing, getting the ball away, but he's scoring as well, so you can't back off of him. There's a three-headed monster that's going inside, outside, doing everything they can and getting to the free throw line as well, and so far the Blazers have no answer for it.
Then the flip side is they've got to maintain their composure. The other one right now, and they've got to actually buck up here a little bit. They're not calling a whole lot, and so you've got to be able to create some contact and see where, not be afraid of it. And Marcus Gilson right now is kind of getting, I don't want to say he's getting pushed around, but he's kind of hesitating a little bit in there, and when you hesitate, you lose.
Yeah, when you start to second guess and you're indecisive taking shots, it's not going to go in your favor. That and Prangley as well had a couple of those opportunities early where it was, I'm going to dribble down the baseline, and it ends up not being a good shot because you're indecisive, and they've already made up their mind that they're going to cover you. So it's going to be a contested shot when you do that. But they're not taking the open shots.
I almost say, Donker, I want you to go in there, and I don't care how many fouls you get, banging around in there and see what happens and try to push back a little on the physicality. All right, we're going to take a timeout. When we come back, Tony will have the halftime numbers here as the Clippers lead this one 43-27 men's college basketball, Centralia Blazer college basketball action here on the Eli Sports Network.
Working together for a common goal. That's what teamwork is all about. Tom and Karen Alderson and all the staff at Awards West Printwares congratulates all of our local athletes for the time and effort they have invested in learning to play their game and in learning how to be good teammates. At Awards West Printwares, we take a lot of pride in working as a team to provide quality custom awards, screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Alderson's Awards West Printwares on Kresge in Centralia.
Centralia College is where your success begins. Fresh out of high school, want to extend your athletic career, or are heading back to class for a new career, Centralia College is a great place to start. It's not too early to begin planning, and the Centralia College Foundation can help you pay for your education. The foundation offers more than $500,000 in scholarships every year. You can apply easily by going to centralia.edu/scholarships. Centralia College is where your success begins.
This just in. Community First Auto Center now has a second location.
Yes, it's true. Community First Auto Center now has a second location that specializes in affordable pre-owned vehicles under $10,000. This second location is directly off exit 74 on Bishop Road. See their selection online at cfaccars.com and at their Facebook page. Community First Auto Center in Chehalis off exit 79 and now a second location off exit 74.
A touch above the rest.
And welcome back to SBSCC, South Puget Sound Community College. Paul Beatty along with Tony Davila and Josie Bucio, who's handling our camera work as we are at halftime here of the men's team. Earlier in the women's game, it was Centralia, 55-48, 7-point win over the Clippers. And here it is the Clippers in charge here, Tony, 43-27, and you have the halftime numbers.
That I do. Let's go with the Blazers first. Their leading scorer is Austin Curry with 10 points. Colin Prangley has 2. Taylor Peppinger has 3. Tyler Meadows has 3. Donovan Iman has 4. And Marcus Gilson has 5. Overall, the Blazers went 3 of 6 from the free throw line. For the South Puget Sound Clippers, their leading scorer is Hunter Sipe with 20 points. Adrian Dick has 4. DeMonte Malloy has 10. A.J. Hodges has 8. And Wes Reynolds has 1. Overall, the Clippers 5 of 10 from the free throw line.
And there you have it where they are right now. And again, very frustrating for the Blazers as they got behind early big. At one point, I think it was 25-8. And then they got back within 6. I think it was, 32-26, I think is what it got to be. 30-24, 32-26, something like that. They got within 6, but then, again, they sprinted away here in the second half, Tony. To me, the Blazers have got to get more physical, and they can't be afraid to take some outside shots. They're going to have to hit some outside shots to stay with this team. Hunter Sipe and Malloy are just burning up the net from the way outside.
Yeah, Sipe hit 5 threes, and Malloy hit 2.
And right now, Malloy hit 2, so that's 7, 21. So almost, well, we'll call it half of their points are from behind the arc. So the other thing that the Blazers are going to have to do is get a hand in their face and try to disrupt those long outside shots.
Yeah, they're going to have to get a hand in somebody's face. Sipe has been way too open on the corners. They're not closing out strong on him, and they're putting up double screens for him to get open. So someone is just going to have to stay on him, be it a Prangley or a Jackson Clark. Someone is going to have to stick to Sipe like glue.
All right, that'll do it for the halftime show. When we come back, we'll see if the Blazers can make a run at the Clippers, trailing 43-27.
The all-important second half is next. Will the Blazers come out on top is the question, and the answer is coming up after this timeout as we wrap up the Blazer halftime show here on ESN.
Are you an athlete, former athlete, or suffering from athletic-type injuries? Then you need to stop by Pacific Sports Spa and check out the most cutting-edge therapy equipment assembled in one place in all of the Pacific Northwest. Pacific Sports Spa can help you deal with the pain and soreness of sprains, inflammation, or stiff joints and muscles. Check out the services offered by Pacific Sports Spa on their website at pacificsportspa.com. Pacific Sports Spa is an athlete's best friend.
The Port of Centralia is a local leader in bringing new family wage jobs to Southwest Washington. The Port of Centralia Board of Commissioners is proud to support the local businesses like the Eli Sports Network and our local kids. There is no doubt our future leaders are those that can commit, are dedicated, and self-motivated. The Port of Centralia believes high school sports is a great way to develop those skills. Best of luck, athletes from the Port of Centralia.
Working together for a common goal. That's what teamwork is all about. Tom and Karen Alderson and all the staff at Awards West Printwares congratulates all of our local athletes for the time and effort they have invested in learning to play their game and in learning how to be good teammates. At Awards West Printwares, we take a lot of pride in working as a team to provide quality custom awards, screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Alderson's Awards West Printwares on Kresge in Centralia.
And we are back with the second half of the Centralia Blazers and the SBS CC Clippers as the starting lineup come back out on the floor here. Tony Davila will have the call here.
As everybody on the floor is, they're waiting for the game balls to be put away as Colin Brangley, Marcus Gilson, Jackson Clark, Austin Philly,
and Austin Curry.
Austin Curry, I didn't see him over there. Austin Curry on the floor for the Blazers. DeMonte Malloy, Hunter Sipe, A.J. Hodges, John Moore, and Wes Reynolds on the floor for the Clippers. With the ball is Jackson Clark. Over to Prangley. Prangley goes inside. Back door to Prangley, and he will be fouled by Malloy. And Prangley will go to the line, shooting two.
You just wish that those things would fall for you. But nice job, great pass there, back to Prangley. He'll try to make him pay for it here.
First shot is up and good. The lefty hits. Second is up and good as well. Hits them both.
Good start for the Blazers. Let's see if they can dig in here defensively and hope that some of the hot shooting Clippers cool down a little bit.
Hodges directing traffic in the front court. Gets it over to Moore. John quiet offensively. Hodges to the corner to Sipe. Good closeout by Curry. Back to Hodges it goes. Didn't catch the ball clean. He'll take the three anyway and hit.
There's
Hodges.
really nothing you can do about that. If they're going to hit shots like that, Tony, you're in trouble.
That sidestep fall away three. Really good. Philly. Back to Curry. Curry jumper is good. He hits the two.
You just have to go get back to work and do exactly that. Not worry about trying to match it either. I mean, if that keeps up, there's really nothing you can do in the game to begin with.
Hodges gets the ball right back. Goes to Reynolds. West bounce pass to Malloy. Puts the ball on the ground. And Curry comes out of the pack with it. 3-on-1. Curry. And there's an offensive foul on Austin Curry. Got set. And that's a player control foul. His first. And Hodges will bring the ball up the floor. Hodges to Sipe. Back to Hodges. Back to Hunter Sipe. Back to Hodges. And they'll work the ball around. Malloy to Hodges. Deep three. Good. Hits from the outside. And he's got 14 in the game. And it's back to an 18-point lead. Prangley up top. Prangley out to Philly, and Brown and Moore will steal that. Moore up and dunk for John Moore. First points of the game, and they are nice.
A big one there, and that was a pretty telegraphed pass there by Prangley. He's got to do a better job.
Clark to Philly. Philly back to Clark. Jackson spins in the lane, picks up Wes Reynolds. Floater high off the end of the backboard, no good. Malloy with the rebound. Goes behind the back, and he will be fouled by Clark. Clark on the reach-in. So 51-31 the score. Clippers with the lead.
Their biggest lead of the game.
On Centralia. Sipe Gets it into Hodges, and Hodges will circle. Hodges blows by Philly, tried to get the double pump, and Wes Reynolds cleans it up after he missed. Wes with his first field goal of the game. Ball to Philly. Philly. Down low to Prangley. Prangley, great pass down to Gilson. And Marcus hits.
We haven't heard from Marcus in quite some time.
Malloy brings the ball up the floor. Malloy. Bounce pass down low to John Moore. Misses the front end. Prangley will come down with the rebound. Prangley moves, and then there will be an offensive foul on Prangley. Tried to stop, and Hodges stood in front of him. That's number 3 on Colin. Looked like he was trying to stop, but Hodges was planted right in front of him. 53-33, 17:02 to go. And Hunter Sipe will get the ball in to A.J. Hodges. Hodges into the front court.
Donker's going to check in next dead ball.
Reynolds works on Prangley, gets away with some steps. Back to Hodges. Hodges works on Prangley. Hodges gets stripped from behind by Clark. Good hand in there. Clark, no look to Curry off the glass, no good. Rebound put back, no good on Prangley, but he'll go to the line shooting 2. And that foul's going to be on Sipe. That's number 2 on Sipe. And Prangley to the line. As the custodial work stays going. Prangley, shot up is no good.
Yapta comes in. Donker.
Going out is Philly. Second shot is up and good for Prangley. And Moore will bring the ball up the floor. John. Over it goes to Malloy. Malloy back to Moore. Moore looking to attack. Kicked out to Hodges. Hodges. Bounce pass goes through the legs, and they'll say it was a kick ball on Curry. Sipe will look to get it in. No, he'll be called off. Malloy will look to get it in. Malloy. Inside to Reynolds. Back to Malloy. Off the glass. No good. And there's going to be 2 shots. Late call. And that's going to be on Donker. And Malloy will go to the line shooting 2. First shot is up and good. Falls through. Malloy hits them both. And he's got 12. Ball swings around. Prangley to Donkor. Donkor pull-up jumper good for Yapta. Moore will bring it up the floor. John. All over him is Curry. Moore picks up his dribble, needs help, throws the ball over to Malloy. And they've got 16 seconds on the shot clock. Back to Moore. Moore will almost lose it, gets the handle back. And John Moore with 9 seconds. Moore gets a screen from Reynolds. Moore looking to attack. Back to Malloy. Deep 3, Malloy. Off the mark, Prangley with the rebound. Colin will bring it up the floor. Colin Prangley gets stripped by Hodges. Moore will come up with it. Sipe up to Hodges. Hodges back to... That was Malloy, and Prangley just picked up his 4th foul. 5th team foul on the Blazers. As I drop my pencil. Shot coming for Malloy. Up and good. And checking in is Tyler Meadows. So Malloy with 13 points in the game. Second shot coming. Up and good. Make it 14. And Curry gets it over to Jackson. Clark inside to Gilson, no good. Reynolds pulls down the rebound. Reynolds up to Sipe. Hunter pulls back, gets it over to Hodges. AJ resets the offense. Pass over to Sipe, back to Hodges. Back to Sipe. Wanted the three, didn't take it. It'll go to Malloy. Pump fake Malloy, drives inside, off the glass is good. DeMonte. And it's a 23-point lead now for the Clippers. Meadows over to Curry. Curry to Doncor. Doncor down low to Gilson. Back to Doncor. Jumper no good. Reynolds with the rebound. Hodges. Hodges will slow things down and back out. Gets it over to Moore. John. To Sipe. Back to Moore. Moore looking to attack. Back to Sipe. Open for three. Good for three. Sixth made three for Hunter Sipe. Clark. No look pass to Gilson. Out to Meadows. Meadows. Back to Curry. Curry. Back to Meadows. Tyler, one of the three. He'll pass it up. Doncor gets stripped by Sipe. Sipe up the floor. Hunter Sipe bounce pass over, and Hodges will hit.
Meadows got to take a shot. He had two openings and didn't take either one.
Meadows passes back to Clark. Clark. Back to Meadows. Back to Curry. Curry back to Meadows. Meadows. Pump fakes. Curry won't. He'll take the three and make the three. And it's a full timeout called by Centralia. 64-39. The Clippers of South Puget Sound lead the Centralia Blazers. Back after this on the Eli Sports Network.
Working together for a common goal. That's what teamwork is all about. Tom and Karen Alderson and all the staff at Awards West Printwares congratulates all of our local athletes for the time and effort they have invested in learning to play their game and in learning how to be good teammates. At Awards West Printwares, we take a lot of pride in working as a team to provide quality custom awards, screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Alderson's Awards West Printwares on Kresge in Centralia.
And welcome back to South Puget Sound Community College. Tony Davila, Paul Beatty here as the Clippers taking on the Centralia Blazers up 64-39 with 3:22 to go. The Clippers not being such nice hosts, really taking it to the Blazers in this one. Peppinger checks back in for Centralia. Peppinger, Gilson, Curry, Doncor, and Meadows on the floor for the Blazers. Hodges, Sipe, Jevin Warren checks back in. Wes Reynolds and Adrian Dick on the floor for the Clippers. Sipe into Hodges. Hodges picked up by Curry. Gets by Curry. Hodges will back out now. Goes to Wes Reynolds. Wes to Sipe to the corner to Warren. Warren cross court stolen by Meadows. Meadows up the floor. Meadows gets stripped by Sipe. And that will stay with the Blazers. Meadows slaps the ball.
Trying to get something going here. And
Goes to Peppinger, and Peppinger will step out of bounds.
Well, he had to get the ball. It was a terrible inbounds pass.
Sipe will look to throw it in. And Hodges will bring it up the floor. Hodges over to Sipe, back to Hodges, over to Warren. Warren into Dick. Adrian drives, kick out, Sipe, catch and shoot three. Good, Hunter Sipe. 7 made threes in this one. Curry gets it over to Peppinger. Peppinger to Gilson.
Take the shot.
Gilson drives off the glass, count the bucket. And he'll go to the line for an and one. Reynolds will pick up that foul. That's Reynolds' first foul. And Hunter Sipe with 26 points.
That's
no
all.
Good on Gilson.
To tell
That's
you the
it.
truth, that sounds short. With 7 threes, is it 7?
7.
7 threes, yeah, it sounds short, doesn't it?
It kind of does. I was a little shocked, but with how well Hodges and Malloy have played, Dick for
Yeah.
3. Off the side rim, Hodges will get it. 8 seconds. Warren with the ball. Works on Peppinger. Warren drives off the glass. No good. Rebound, Peppinger. Tyler up the floor. Peppinger. Floater, no good. Gilson will catch it and puts it up and good. And it's Taylor Peppinger. Gilson with 11 points in the game now. Sipe. Cross court to Warren. Warren picks up his dribble, goes out to Hodges. Hodges will drive. Hodges floater, no good. Rebound, Reynolds puts it over the front of the rim and good for Wes Reynolds. 69-43, 11:20 to go in the second half. Gilson goes right at Reynolds and puts it over him. Marcus starting to take over.
Maybe a little late.
Ball over to Hodges. Hodges to Warren. Warren into Reynolds. Wes out to Hodges. Hodges wanted to pull up. Goes to Sipe for 3. Off the mark. Warren will tap it over to Reynolds. Off the glass. No good. Gilson comes down with the rebound. Meadows into the front court. Curry with it. Austin back to Meadows. To Gilson. Gilson right at Reynolds. Off the glass, no good. Donkor over the front of the rim is good.
Donkor is so tough underneath there. He's just got a physicality to him that you just can't, he's immovable.
Hodges over to Reynolds, trying to get the dunk, and he's blocked by Donkor. Meadows up to Curry. Curry, reverse layup, no good. Rebound brought in by Hodges. AJ will drive, double clutch, and good.
Someone got to stop ball. The first rule of basketball, stop ball. Didn't do it. 10
Curry.
minutes to go here in the game.
Into the front court. To Meadows, to Donkor. Floater, no good. Reynolds with the rebound. Over to Hodges. Hodges will bring it up the floor. Sipe to Reynolds. To the far side to Warren, no good. And there's going to be a foul on Donkor. And that's number 3 on Yapta.
Coming in is Iman. Donkor will come out now. And so Iman, Donovan will get back in there.
Hodges. Bounce pass up too hard by Dion Hamilton.
But Black will put it back for 2. So Nolan Black will knock it in, and back come the Blazers. Peppinger with it, trying to get it to Curry. There's a foul. Iman into the lane, needs some help. Gets it out to Gilson. Gilson, Jesus. How do you not make the call on the baseline? What are you looking at? My good Lord.
That's on Dion Hamilton.
Yep. Yeah. We know you're not calling anything. That's the problem.
Gilson to the line.
Well, they had 14 fouls listed. They usually just go to 10 no matter what. And nonetheless, Gilson will get it to go down. You thought I was going to get thrown out, didn't you?
Maybe. Ball over to Malloy. DeMonte with it. Still with it. Kicks out to Moore. John Moore picks up his dribble, needs help, pull up in the lane, no good. And there will be an offensive foul called against Black. That's going to be his third. And looking to get the ball in will be Saxon Stringham. And Saxon will bring it up the floor. Stringham inside to Curry, pull up. No, Iman thought he was taking the shot. Instead, he was going down low to Iman.
I don't blame Iman. I'm kind of figuring that he's taking the shot there.
Hodges up the floor. Hodges waves everybody off. Hesitation, gets it out to Moore. John. To the corner it goes to Hamilton. Cross court. Finds Malloy, step back for three off the front of the rim, and that'll go out off of the Clippers. Probably should have stayed with the step inside.
Yes.
Ball goes from Saxon to Jackson. And Jackson Clark into the front court. Picks up his dribble, down low to Iman. Iman finds Gilson.
And a timeout going to be called.
There's going to be a full timeout called. 73-52, 8:08 to go in the second half. We'll be back after this on the Eli Sports Network.
Community First Auto Center now has a second location.
Yes, it's true. Community First Auto Center now has a second location that specializes in affordable pre-owned vehicles under $10,000. This second location is directly off exit 74 on Bishop Road. See their selection online at cfaccars.com and at their Facebook page. Community First Auto Center in Chehalis off exit 79 and now a second location off exit 74.
A touch above the rest.
Back here at South Puget Sound Community College, 8:08 left to go in the ball game. 73-52, a 21-point lead here for the home team Clippers. Blazers right now, Tony, you got 8 minutes left to go. You just gotta, I always say this all the time in situations like this, but there's really nothing you can do about the score at this point. You just want to try and win the last 8 minutes here and see where it falls.
Yeah, this is the point where you figure out what you need to do and make adjustments. You want to slow them down throughout the rest of the game. Make sure you get hands and face of shooters. Play good defense. Don't let them keep on running up the score. You want to keep it close to the same margin, but you want to get better as the game goes on and stop a lot of these runs. That's not what you want to do as Nolan Black gets wide open in the middle of the floor.
You want to try and win the last 8 minutes, and they're down 2.
Clark gets it over to Curry, out to Stringham. Stringham goes inside. Iman, kick out. Jackson for three, good for Jackson Clark, his first points of the game. Up the floor comes Hodges, AJ. Back door goes to Black, blocked by Gilson. Black will kick it out. That'll go to Hodges. Hodges sets motion, gets it over to Black, goes back door, and that'll go out off of the Blazers.
Wow.
No, it looked like that went off of Hamilton, but there's 5 seconds on the shot clock. Hodges looking to get the ball in. Goes to Black, back to Hodges, follow a three off the side of the rim, and Stringham will come down with the rebound. Saxon. Ball went off of.
Yeah, they're lucky there. He just needs to come in, bring it up. He could have just stopped and
Jackson
set the offense.
Clark instead. It'll stay with the Blazers. Iman over the top, no good. Rebound, Hamilton.
That's what you want Donovan to do. You want him to get in there and try to go up over the top. Couldn't get it to roll in, but that's exactly what Coach Moyer wants him to do.
Hodges hesitates a couple of times, gets it back over to Malloy. He'll go back to the top center circle. Pass over to Moore. John. Cross court to Hodges. Hodges goes up to get it. Goes baseline. Kick over to John Moore. Off the glass. No, he traveled.
Took too many steps. One of the few times it was called tonight, but they'll take it.
And Jackson Clark into Saxon Stringham. Back to Clark. And Clark into the front court. Down to Iman, to Stringham to Curry. Jumper, good for Austin Curry. And there's a 30-second timeout called by the Blazers. We'll keep it here, 75-57, 6:07 to go in the game. And
right now, we talk about trying to win the last 8 minutes here and just seeing where the cards fall. At that point, you don't worry about it. And right now, they're doing that, Tony. They're winning the last 8 minutes. They want to continue to keep that pressure on, keep the good defensive pressure on. It's very likely that they're going to relax a little bit, so try to take advantage of that.
Yeah, you're going to have to start taking some risks. You can. You're down by 18. Start taking some risks. Jump in front of some passes. Try to cut them off. What's the worst that's going to happen?
Yeah.
Take some shots. Put some shots up. Do a lot of work. And Malloy gets the ball in to Hodges. AJ into the front court. Hodges gets it over to Moore. John Moore drives. Moore gets by one. Malloy at the top of the key. Out to sight to Moore in the corner. Moore didn't take the three. Malloy drives. Curry will strip him. Moore blocked by Iman. And there's a shot clock violation. It'll stay with the Blazers, but there was a long pass down the floor that Curry caught on the run. Saxon Stringham gets it in to Jackson Clark, and Clark
Coach Meyer
into
not
the front
impressed
court.
with that. The 24 or the shot clock violation.
Ball over to Iman, tapped out, and that'll go off of Stringham.
And Iman's got to go ahead and take a shot. He's only 10 feet away.
Hodges up the floor. AJ gets it over to Sipe. Sipe back to Hodges. Hodges to drive. Kicks down low. Up and under. Malloy, no good. Black can't hit the shot. Malloy will run the ball back down and gets it out to Hodges.
Prangley's going to get back up and check back in. Comes Colin.
Black to Malloy off the glass and good. DeMonte Malloy. Stringham into Iman. Didn't catch it clean. Ball tipped up into the air, and Malloy will run it down. Malloy will slow things down. Iman almost stripped him. This will come out to Sipe. Sipe to Moore in the corner. Ball stolen by Stringham. Stringham off the glass. Do they count the bucket?
Count the bucket. They should.
And there's going to be a discussion on whether it's a continuation or if it's on the floor, and it's on the floor.
What? Wow.
And that's going to be on Hunter's site. That'll be number 3. Prangley will check in along with Michael Brown and Tyler Meadows.
It's a 20-point game. You give the call the offense anyway. I mean, really? Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Meadows into Prangley, high off the glass, and it'll fall for Collins.
That almost fell out.
Michael Brown gets some action. The Clover Park alum gets in. Ball inside to Black. Black out to Moore. Catch and shoot 3. John Moore, no good.
Jeez.
And that is going to be back over to the Clippers as Wes Reynolds will check in. Out goes Black. Or no, out comes Malloy. Black stays in. And Hodges will look to get the ball in bounds. Hodges goes to Black, up to Moore. Back to Hodges, inside to Black. Gets the ball stolen by Gilson. Gilson, long pass up to Clark. Jackson, kick out. Gilson for three. Good, Marcus.
Nicely done by Gilson, and great job by Jackson Clark, Tony, of not forcing it, knowing he was covered up.
Ball comes over to John Moore. Moore to the corner to Wes Reynolds. Reynolds
walks.
Kick out to Hodges. Hodges will drive. Kick over Reynolds. Off the glass is good for Wes. 79-62, 3:20 to go. Up the floor, Clark to Meadows to Prangley. Prangley will drive on Black and puts it over him. Full timeout called by Centralia. 79-64, 3:08 to go in the second half. We'll be back after this on the Eli Sports Network.
Working together for a common goal. That's what teamwork is all about. Tom and Karen Alderson and all the staff at Awards West Printwares congratulates all of our local athletes for the time and effort they have invested in learning to play their game and in learning how to be good teammates. At Awards West Printwares, we take a lot of pride in working as a team to provide quality custom awards, screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Alderson's Awards West Printwares on Kresge in Centralia.
And welcome back to SPSCC. Tony Davila here with Paul Beatty, Josie Busco, Busio, here running the camera for us. 79-64, the Clippers with a lead on the Centralia Blazers, and they have the possession as well. Sipe gets it into Hodges. Hodges will bring it up the floor. A.J. Hodges back to Sipe, back to Hodges. Hodges drives, and he will be fouled. Don't count the bucket. It's on the floor, and that's going to be on Jackson Clark. And that'll be 2 shots for Hodges as they are in the bonus. Shot is up and no good. Missed the front end. Rebound brought in by Michael Brown. Brown to Gilson. Gilson drives off the glass. Can't hit. Black with the rebound. Hodges will slow things down as he comes up the floor. Over to John Moore. Moore will drive. Kick over to the corner. Reynolds for 3. Wes off the mark. Prangley with the rebound. Collin up to Meadows. Meadows drives around Reynolds. It'll stay with Gilson. And Reynolds will strip the ball again. Reynolds up the floor, off the glass is good for Wes Reynolds. Clark up the floor. Jackson with 2 minutes remaining. Goes over to Brown, to Meadows, to Prangley. Prangley. Clark for 3. Good. Jackson Clark.
Maybe Jackson Clark needs to start taking some more free throw or some more shots during the game.
And the Blazers call a 30-second timeout. 81-67. 1:54 to go in the second half as they are starting to kind of build closely. You said win the last 8 minutes. So far they have done that.
They're doing that, no doubt. It was a 20-point game.
Yeah, they've scored 40 points here in the second half already.
Yeah.
It was 27. It was 43-27 at halftime, so they've done a lot better job scoring and moving the ball around.
They've outscored SPSCC in the second half right now.
Sipe will look to get the ball in for the Clippers.
40-38.
Gets it in to Hodges. Into the front court is A.J. Hodges. Back over to Sipe. Back to Hodges. Hodges. Back to Sipe. Hunter to the corner. Moore for three. No good. Clark with the rebound. Clark up the floor trying to get it. And keeping the ball alive is Gilson Meadows. Picks up his dribble, trapped in the corner, and he'll throw it out off of Sipe. It'll stay with the Blazers.
You can tell not much sideline here at Clipper Gymnasium. Only bleachers on one side, and we've got literally about 4 feet here until you're on the court.
Meadows cross-court pass. Goes to Brown. Michael with it. This is smaller than some small school gyms. Ball up.
Prangley. Nicely done off the
nice
glass.
shot off the glass for Colin. He's got 11 points.
81-69.
Driving is going to be AJ. Ball stolen up the floor. Meadows. Meadows works on Dick. Gets it over to Brown.
Nice.
Count
Got
the bucket. Michael
Whoa.
Brown will go to the
Brown.
free throw line for the and one, and it's a 10-point game with 58 seconds to go. And Michael Brown, way to run the floor. Free throw. Up is good.
Michael hits him.
3 points. And
So
there's
81-72, a 9-point game.
wet spot on the floor. They need some janitorial work. Full court press is on. And now they're going to start switching up. Prangley with the mismatch against Adrian Dick.
Timeout, full timeout going to be called by the Clippers.
Want to talk things over.
We'll step away one more time as well. 58 seconds left to go. It's all of a sudden a 9-point game somehow. Back in a moment.
Are you an athlete, former athlete, or suffering from athletic type injuries? Then you need to stop by Pacific Sports Spa and check out the most cutting edge therapy equipment assembled in one place in all of the Pacific Northwest. Pacific Sports Spa can help you deal with the pain and soreness of sprains, inflammation, or stiff joints and muscles. Check out the services offered by Pacific Sports Spa on their website at pacificsportspa.com. Pacific Sports Spa is an athlete's best friend.
Back here at South Puget Sound Community College, Paul Beatty along with Tony Davila. Josie Busio on the camera for us. Once again, working it hard. As with 58 seconds left to go, 8 minutes to go, it was a 20-point game. With 1 minute to go, it's a 9-point game. A heck of a run here by the Blazers. Probably too little too late, but let's see how it closes out, Tony.
Momentum on the Blazers side. John Moore looking to get the ball in. Needs someone to come get it. Sipe will get fouled. And that'll be a 1-and-1, and that is Prangley, and he is done. That's the fifth on Prangley.
I don't think that official has called one foul on South Puget Sound the entire game.
And coming in is going to be Stringham. Prangley ends his night with 11 points. Sipe at the line for a 1-and-1. First shot up is good.
He's been relatively quiet here.
He's got 6 points in the second half. Shot up is good, hits them both. Up the floor, Brown spins. Meadows in the corner for three. Good for Meadows.
A full timeout. We're going to stay here, though. And Meadows hits it.
83-75.
It's now an 8-point game. And why not? With 50 seconds left to go, that's only taken 8 seconds, and they gained a point.
To get up and down the floor, that inbounds to foul Sipe down the floor. Brown, nice spin move at half court, found a wide open. Meadows in the corner. Meadows from White River able to hit the corner three. And it's an 8-point game now, just slowly chipping away. That's what they needed to do, was chip away at it, and that's exactly what the Blazers have done. Now you need to keep the momentum alive.
Yeah, it's an 8-point game with 50 seconds left to go.
So John Moore, Hunter Sipe, DeMonte Malloy, A.J. Hodges, and Wes Reynolds on the floor for the Clippers. Moore looking to get it in. Marcus Gilson, Jackson Clark, Saxon Stringham, Matthew Brown, and Tyler Meadows on the floor for the Blazers. And there's going to be a foul. Jackson Clark will get called for it. And Hodges to the line.
Hodges to the line.
He's 1 of 3 from the line. Hodges. Shot up is good. Hits the front end. Hodges. Shot is up and good. Hits them both. Brown to Stringham. Stringham stripped by Hodges. Hodges up to Moore, and Moore will dribble to the corner. Smart job by Moore.
Yep.
Gets it over to Hodges. Over to Sipe it goes. Hunter will get fouled by Clark. And Sipe back to the line for 2. And Sipe will shoot 2.
Yep, first one up and good. Shot clock is off. And this has been a nice run by Centralia late, the last 8 minutes.
Good comeback.
Got it down as close as 8.
And Sipe hits them both, and he's got 30 points for the game. Saxon up towards Gilson, overthrew him, and that'll go back over to the Clippers. 18 seconds to go, and they'll just look to get the ball into the front court.
And Coach Moyer says don't foul.
There was no bucket,
Right,
so you can't run up and down the baseline. Peppinger will check back in.
So time shouldn't have come off the clock. That was a dead ball. There should have not been any time come off the clock.
And they'll keep it at 18.2.
They'll say it's 18.2. It should.
Peppinger sends it outside.
Oh, shoot it.
Ball slapped away. Peppinger deep 3 off the front of the rim. Gilson
by Gilson
will put it up and in. Over to Moore. Moore through. Moore into the front court. Down the floor to Reynolds. Reynolds to Malloy.
Let it kick.
And that is it. 87-77 is the final. The win going to the South Puget Sound Clippers.
But what a heck of a run here, comeback by the Blazers to make to not give up, and that was. I know they're probably tired of hearing about that, but anyway, we will talk more about that in the postgame show coming up.
The final score is on the board, but we're not done yet. The Centralia Blazer postgame show is next with final numbers, stats, comments, and our post-game honors on the Eli Sports Network.
Working together for a common goal. That's what teamwork is all about. Tom and Karen Alderson and all the staff at Awards West Printwares congratulates all of our local athletes for the time and effort they have invested in learning to play their game and in learning how to be good teammates. At Awards West Printwares, we take a lot of pride in working as a team to provide quality custom awards, screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Alderson's Awards West Printwares on Kresge in Centralia.
Centralia College is a great opportunity for student athletes to begin their college academic career and continue their athletic dreams. Centralia College's volleyball, women's soccer, men and women's basketball and fast pitch teams, combined with low tuition, offers a great opportunity for student athletes to continue their athletic careers. For more information on Centralia College and the Centralia College Foundation, visit centralia.edu. Centralia College, where your success begins.
This just in. Community First Auto Center now has a second location.
Yes, it's true. Community First Auto Center now has a second location that specializes in affordable pre-owned vehicles under $10,000. This second location is directly off Exit 74 on Bishop Road. See their selection online at cfaccars.com and at their Facebook page. Community First Auto Center in Chehalis off Exit 79 and now a second location off Exit 74.
A touch above the rest.
Time for the final numbers, comments, and naming our Centralia Blazer Pacific Sports Ball players of the game on the post-game show. Let's head back to the stadium one last time here on the Eli Sports Network.
And welcome back to South Puget Sound Community College. Paul Beatty along with Tony Davia, Josie Buzio handling the camera duties. We thank him tonight. 87-77, a 10-point win for SBSCC. And with that, they'll go to 3-0 in conference play and 12-6 overall, while Centralia will drop to 1-2 and now 5-13 on the season. And Tony, again, Coach Moyer, we were talking about these lapses that they have of 4 minutes or so in these games. He says this time was about 8 minutes it really cost us. Early on, they were down 25-8, really never fully got out of that hole that they dug initially.
No, they were not able to. They got within 6, and then it was another run by the Clippers in the first half, and then they were able to close late, but it was a little bit too much to come back from, a little bit too much too late, and the Blazers really put in a good effort late in the game, but by then it was just too much to overcome.
Yeah, too much to overcome. Let's get to the final numbers.
All right, let's go with the Blazers first. Their leading scorer was Marcus Gilson with 23 points. Austin Curry had 17. Jackson Clark had 6. Michael Brown, 3. Colin Prangley, 11. Taylor Peppinger had 3. Tyler Meadows, 6. Yap the Doncor had 4. And Donovan Iman had 4 as well. They went 8 of 13 from the free throw line. For the Clippers, their leading scorer was Hunter Sipe with 30 points. Adrian Dick had 4. DeMonte Malloy had 18. A.J. Hodges had 20. John Moore, 2. Wes Reynolds had 9. And Nolan Black had 4. They went 15 of 21 from the free throw line.
All right, again, time now for our Awards West Printwares Blazer Player of the Game. And in this one, who'd you come up with?
I liked Austin Curry. I thought he had a really good game, 17 points for him. I liked Gilson, 23 points. That's a lot of hustle, but he was our player of the game last time.
And most of that was in the second half.
It was, all of it. He had 5 points at halftime, so 18 points in the second half.
I'm going to go a different route here again. Again, this one just is screaming out to me. I thought he played, and I like Jackson Clark's game today. He hit 2 threes. He only took like 3 shots. I wish he would shoot more, but the defense and controlling the ball, I don't know. I just thought he had a pretty solid game for the Blazers here tonight. I also liked the improvement that we saw from Donovan Iman inside.
I liked Colin Prangley. Prangley played really tough.
He fouled a little too much.
He got called for some suspect foul calls as well, though.
Yeah.
11 points for him, 3 of 4 from the line. I thought he played pretty well getting put in the starting lineup. But
who do you want to go with?
Yeah, let's go with Clark. Let's go with the point guards.
We
went with the girls' point guard. Let's go with the boys' point guard.
Let's do that. Jackson Clark will be our player of the game. All right, that'll do it for us tonight. Tomorrow we're back at it. We have girls basketball action, WF West at Black Hills, a rematch there. And can anyone knock off the hard-charging WF West Bearcat ladies. We thought it might be Black Hills. They couldn't do it the first time. They got blown out. This will be their second time at it. We'll see. We'll have that for you tomorrow night. Until then, have a great night, and we appreciate it. One more time, the Lady Blazers come away with a 55-48 win over the Clippers of South Puget Sound, but the men will fall 87-77. Have a good night.
Another one in the books, and we are done. Be sure to check our schedule for our next free broadcast and for game stories, picture galleries, and much more. You've been listening to Centralia College Sports Coverage, the Eli Sports Network.